Why is CDMA important when comparing phone carriers? Imagine trying to switch your phone from one carrier to another and running into compatibility issues. That's where understanding if a carrier uses code division multiple access, or CDMA, becomes really helpful. CDMA is a type of cellular technology that some carriers still relying on, especially in the United States. It manages how calls and data are transmitted across the network. Unlike other systems, CDMA assigns each call or data transfer a unique code, spreading it across a wide frequency range. This allows many users to share the same bandwidth without interfering with each other. It also makes connections more stable and resistant to interference, which means fewer dropped calls and better data speeds in crowded places. When you look at device options, knowing if a phone is compatible with CDMA networks is key. Phones designed for CDMA networks do not use SIM cards for network identification. Instead, they have a device-specific identifier that ties them to a particular carrier. Carriers like Verizon and Sprint in the United States used to relying heavily on CDMA technology. If you buy a phone meant for one of these networks, it might not work on GSM networks like AT&T or T-Mobile, which use a different system. This can be a problem if you want to switch carriers or use your phone abroad. Another thing to consider is that CDMA networks often use features like soft handoff. This means your call can switch between multiple cell towers at once, which keeps your call clear and steady as you move around. This is especially useful if you are in areas with many users or poor signal. In carrier comparisons, knowing whether a carrier uses CDMA helps you decide if your current or future device will work well. It also influences coverage, especially in rural or challenging environments. If you have an older phone or are considering a used device, understanding CDMA compatibility can save you from buying a phone that won't work on your chosen network. While newer networks like long-term evolution and fifth generation are replacing traditional CDMA and GSM systems, the legacy of CDMA still affects many devices and plans. Knowing if a carrier uses CDMA helps you pick the right device and avoid surprises when switching or traveling. It's a simple step that can make your experience smoother and more reliable.